Hey guys, hey, it's your girl Raquel May David. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Drop an emoji in the chat if you guys can hear me, okay? Hey, loyalty. We got two people in the chat. Hey guys, hey. How's everyone doing on tonight? On tonight.
We up.
Hey, that's Jack. What up, Jack?
What is going on?
Oh, nothing. We all here just doing amazing things, darling. Welcome to the room. For you guys that are new, my name is Raquel May David. I am your host with the most, and I am going to sit here and make sure that you guys get the ins and outs and understanding of the Dispute Panda platform. If you guys have any questions or concerns, we normally go live right at the 8:10, as long as there's no questions. The first couple of minutes of us getting to know each other, I like to open the floor for any questions, concerns, or comments. I did drop a message in the chat. Let me go ahead and drop it again since you guys are here. As always, I like to know who's in the room so I can make sure that my conversation and explanation is geared to every stage. Please understand that we have some people that are intermediate, which if you are intermediate, which means you know Nathaniel Bartholomew Johnson Jenkins about credit, aka nothing. Okay. I want you to drop a 1 in the chat. If you have the platform, drop a 2 in the chat. If you have the platform and you have utilized said platform, please drop a 3 in the chat. I have multiple personalities, y'all, so y'all gonna hear different voices. Okay, just understand this is my acting career that we are all having. So I like to make sure that you guys are fully entertained, darling. So every now and then, don't mind it. Okay, your girl is from Jamaica. I was the only child for 10 years, so I had to entertain myself. Okay, that's what I had to do. So I'm out here now entertaining y'all. So we have T in the chat stating that they are a number 1. I've been on one call, but I couldn't really understand it. Cool beans. So if you guys have the ability to, definitely come off of mute. Tell me what you don't understand, because I want to make sure that you guys are gathered and you guys are able to leave here and be able to execute. That is my vision and that's my goal, is to make sure that you guys have all the tools to be a beast in these credit streets. So if you, with Mr. TJ who's here, TJ, if you can tell me what was confusing or what didn't connect, let me know. And if it's at any point while I'm going through the training, because please remember this call on Mondays, we are going from start to finish with the platform. So I'm showing you guys, one second. Oh, Jesus. I'm showing you guys how to set up the platform. I'm showing you guys how to add a client in. Like, we're doing everything from start to finish on Monday. Wednesday, if you guys just have some questions, I normally open the room for us to have those. But if there are brand new people that haven't seen the platform as well, I do go from start to finish. So if you want to come off of mute and let me know what the hiccup was or where you'd like me to slow down, it'd be my pleasure. If anyone has any questions, let me know. But y'all drop an emoji in the chat. Tell me how y'all weekend was while we waiting for everybody to come on in here. How was y'all weekend? Don't everybody talk at once now. Don't everybody talk at once. Okay, my weekend was hot. I was at a football field. My extensions almost fell out. It was very traumatic, but I was supporting my youngest child, and we were all there for his scrimmage. Okay, so so hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Anyone with any questions, concerns, or comments before we get started at 8:10? Jack is hacking up a lung. You okay over there, Jack?
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't realize I was not muted.
Off mute. I got you, boo. Josh said that it was busy. Oh, yours is busy? Okay, darling. Were you inside busy or outside busy? Because I feel like sometimes you still get tired whether you're inside or you're outside busy, right? For everyone who is at home and by your computer, please make sure that you guys have the Dispute Panda pulled up. If you can log in, the goal for everyone that's at home is for you guys to be able to get into the platform and do your first round of disputes. That is the goal on the call. That way, if you have any hiccups, isms, or schisms, like I like to call it, you have the ability to have the conversation. Oh, he said, Josh said he was outside. Oh, yard work. I don't do them type of things. You are a good man. You are a good man, Savannah. I don't need, listen, I have become a patio princess and I still don't do you at all. I definitely love it.
Okay, I got a question.
I got an answer. What's up?
Okay, so I sent off some disputes
Okay.
and I sent off the first attack.
Okay.
Should I have sent, so when you go to print them yourself, it gives you the envelopes for it to come back to you, and then it has the envelopes for the sending and the returning address is exactly the same. Was I supposed to use both sets of those or just the one?
You get to pick whichever one you want to use.
Which one you use?
I normally, that's a great question. My envelopes are pre-stamped, y'all. So normally at the top, it has my business return address. I don't use the client's return address. I normally use the business return address when I send it out, but that's because I have a POA. Before, when I didn't have a POA, I would put the client's address on the top, and then I would put the address to the credit reporting agencies as the where it's supposed to go. Now, what I will tell you is that round 3 is when I would put the return address the same as, not the same. So let me clarify. For me, the tactic that I would use was for round 3, I would do, so like TransUnion has like, all of them have like 7 to 15 different addresses. So what I would do is if I'm mailing it to 2000 for TransUnion, I'm having the return address say 1000. So that if it doesn't go quote unquote to them because I run out of stamps or whatever the case may be, because that's really what happens when they send it out, it'll still bounce to them. But that's not a tactic that I use often. I have used it in the past. Now I just use my regular business address as the return mail.
So when we get the client, should we automatically send them or do the POA? Do you recommend that we do that? I feel like you said that before, but I hadn't started doing it yet, so I didn't wanna, I don't remember. I'm telling the truth again.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I like honesty now. Tell me something good. So to answer your question, if you're doing a power of attorney, if that is a play that you have in your contract, then you have the luxury of putting your business address as the return address. For me, the way that I look at it is I'm a glorified data processor. That's basically what we're doing. We're leveraging the law to write these letters on behalf of our client. If you are doing it where you have a power of attorney in play, meaning in your contract, that power of attorney information is notated, then you can send the power of attorney off with your dispute round that's going to the credit reporting agencies. If you do not have that as an option, then you don't have to worry about it. You can simply have the return address be the client, or you can have the return address be the credit reporting agency. There's no, it's just another tactic that you can use as you're going through disputes. When I did use it, I didn't use it until round 3 is when I would use that address for the credit reporting agencies to and from.
But the whole being a POA for the client, is that something that we would discuss with the client and see if they want us to serve as their POA, or?
I don't have any discussion. That's a part of my business model. So when you get my contract, my contract states that this is how I do business. So in my
Okay.
contract, I have my authorization for using the credit card. In my contract, it has, you know, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna put a copy of my old contract in the Facebook group so you can see it tonight. Because I don't
Okay.
think you've gone into the platform to see it in the platform. Maybe they haven't made it live because I know that they're adding stuff in. But my contract has it where I have authorization. They have to sign an authorization for me to use their results. It's like in the contract. You can't go from one step to the next step until you sign off on that. So that's how I do business now. In my
Okay.
contract, it states that. So I'm not saying that you should not ask. I think that a lot of those technical questions need to be based on how do you Loyalty Tax want to do business, because that's going to dictate what your contract is then going to read off for your client, right? Like, I do business in this fashion and I have a power of attorney and my power of attorney, you'll see it. My power of attorney literally says it's only for documentation. It's only good for 1 year.
Okay.
That's it. And because my state has a 6-month state, it's not like I have to get them to renew the contract every 6 months if they stay with me.
Okay.
Right. So I would think that would be a play. And maybe what we can do in the mentorship group is open a night where we go over things that are specifically to how you do business, because you're telling the client what they should expect, because that power of attorney is going to go out with the document, and the announcement letter that's in the mentorship group it has that verbiage as well.
Okay.
So
I need to get
if you
on there
desire it.
because I have had a lot going on, so I haven't really been on there since the platform switched.
Yeah.
And I have only got on there the one time before it switched. So I'm a designate
No problem. I think
Wednesday for
tomorrow
that.
we're going to go through that and we're going to talk about how do we do business, because I do know we have some people that are in the group, excuse me, that are just doing credit repair for themselves, and we have some that are doing it as a business.
Okay.
And I want to be able to have those nuanced conversations together.
What time is the thing for tomorrow?
7 p.m., girl. It's 7 p.m. Tuesday. You in the Club Wealth? Never mind. I'm not a rapper. I'm a singer. I'm not a rapper.
Okay, I'll be in there.
No problem, my love. And I'll send that
Thank you.
announcement anytime.
Okay.
Any other questions, guys? I love it when y'all give me questions. Oh, and we're having a giveaway tomorrow. So y'all better participate tomorrow, honey. Tomorrow and on Wednesday, we're having a giveaway. I'm super excited about that.
I have a question.
Got an answer. What's up, Dreamy?
My question was the letter that you sent out for me the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still send out my next round of letters?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's it. That's all I want to know. So should I do the? I was going to do the blue attack. Should I do that or just stick with the regular dispute?
You have to make that choice for you, my love. I personally say whatever pony you start with, you finish that pony out. At least you give that flow at least 6 months to see what it does for you. That's my personal opinion.
Okay. So stick with
the lakes and the rivers that you're used to. That's right. Okay. Love the question. Any other questions, guys? I see some new faces. I'm so excited that you guys are here. Sorry about that. We have an open, and I guess I'll make this run till 8:20. We have an open conversation room. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, or comments, as you are coming in the room, the request is for you to drop a 1 if you are brand new, drop a 2 if you have the platform, and drop a 3 if you have used the platform, so that I can gauge where everyone is at. For those of you guys that are brand new to me, my name is Raquel May David. My husband is upstairs. That's why I got to say David. I'm joking. I like the name. So I am here to help you become a beast in these credit streets by utilizing the actual platform. The first couple of minutes, I like to make sure, if Jack don't stop playing, talking about he knew, the first couple of minutes, I like to make sure that you guys have the ability to open and ask questions. This is a safe space. There's no question that you can ask that's going to be stupid, crazy, doesn't make any sense. I'm here to help. I like us to drop a 1, 2, or 3 in the chat so we know where people are, and that way we can all extend grace to different levels, right? Jeremy said he's a 2.5. Come on, Jeremy. Jeremy said I'm a 2.5. All right now. I like that.
The only reason why I say I'm a 2.5 is I'm trying to do it for myself, but I'm also trying to start it as a business.
Okay.
So I put in most of my information. The only thing of it is the documents is what kind of documents can I use as a proof of residency, that kind of thing.
Okay, I'm going to show you that. I'm going to drop it in the chat, and I'm going to make sure that you know where to find it in the training as well. So I love that question. Do, do wait, LJ said, Latoya said, do I have a course for dummies? So I do have a mentorship program that I started specifically to work with the Dispute Panda people. The mentorship program is $37 a month. You guys get to dip and do. We come into a room no less than twice a week. I'm sorry, twice a month for us to go over questions that you may have as it pertains to the software and to help build your brand as well. Well, build and work through files together. So Saturdays are normally our file work through days. Tuesdays are our class days, and sometimes I have different speakers that come in, and we do load the videos in the mentorship if someone is not able to come to the Zoom room, that you guys are able to watch together. So if you guys have questions, concerns, comments, we are here Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday for the pro people. What else was I going to say? But I don't have a course for dummies, but I promise you we are here to help, and the platform is going to go from the ground level. Is it Montero? Is that how you say it?
Montero.
Hey, my love. How can I help you, darling?
Yeah, my question is on that pro.
Okay.
You mentioned. I just signed up for pro last week, and I missed the call on Thursday, but it said it's recorded and uploaded, but I can't find it. So I don't know if there's a section I need to be a part of as well to get access to those pro calls, or are they
the
not
pro
actually?
calls go straight to your email, but are you in the Dispute Panda community?
I'm in the regular community. I asked to be at the pro, but that was just yesterday. I didn't know there was a separate community.
Nope. So yes, it is. But once you get in on the left-hand side, let me go to the community real quick, y'all. Community. Give me 1 second.
They opened the community back up?
So what had happened was it's not open or closed. From my understanding, the people that were already in the community still have access, so they can then upgrade to the Panda. But if you're trying to get in and you're not able to, what? That is my password. What are you talking about, Willis? Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me try and figure out what my password is. Continue to
Get locked up.
It better not have. Anybody got time to play with this, Craig? What? You know how to know my passwords. I'm a young lady. Hold on 1 second. Let me stop sharing. Let me see if I can get in. So if you were already in Dispute Panda, you should have been able to see everything. Hold on.
Yeah, when I clicked on join community, it didn't let me get in at all.
Yeah, there was an issue with that we hit capacity. So they are looking to move the platform over. And that's why some people that are not in already, they can't get in. So over here where it says Panda Live, you should be able to watch the replay. You would just have to click on Panda Live. This is the upcoming, but if you click on the past events, you'd have the accessibility to it, or you can click on the YouTube channel and go in there. So I'll drop the YouTube channel so that you'd be able to go ahead and see it.
I can see all of that. It's just the actual pro call. We call the onboarding call I've seen. I've actually been on a couple with you before.
Right.
But I was just saying, is there an actual like a call to go over all the pro stuff? That's what I'm looking for.
That's what I'm advising on Thursday. So once they upgrade you to the pro, so you should have gotten an email from the team. Once you upgrade to pro, you get an email on Thursday. The last email went out at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Between 1 and 3 o'clock, the emails go out with the link for the pro call on Thursday. So
that's the one I missed
Thursday,
that last. Yeah, I missed that last one last week.
Yeah, but to watch the replays, it's also uploaded to the YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah. So the replay should be there, whether it's the standard or the pro. Now, see right here, standard Dispute Panda Pro call. So they are up there. I know that my team member who was normally with me, David, he's not here. So I know that it's a little bit behind because he's working on the mailing platform and stuff like that. That's
Okay.
in the system. So that could be the delay. But if you're asking when do we do Panda Pro, it's always on Thursdays. And the videos do get released. I think they're about a week or two behind as it pertains to the Panda Pro.
Okay,
nights.
cool.
Okay.
That, and then I guess the last thing was the actual, is there an actual pro community as opposed to just a Dispute Panda community?
So when you're in Dispute Panda and you comment in the support group to upgrade you to pro, you then get access to that pro community.
Okay, I did that. Okay, just wait.
Yep.
Appreciate
And
you.
I'll actually, if you want to send me a direct message, I'll copy your information and I'll send it over to the back office to make sure that you're in the pro community if you have not been upgraded as of yet, because sometimes there's a delay with you getting LinkedIn.
Appreciate you.
My pleasure, darling. My pleasure. Any other questions? Let me know. Okay, I know we had some ones in here. So for the ones that are in this wonderful room dipping and doing with us, Josh is a 1. Hey, love. Hey. TriStar is a 1. Okay. When you say a 1, do you know credit repair? And TJ is a 1. Do you guys know credit repair and just don't know the system? Or are you completely brand new to credit repair? Because if so, I need to make sure that I tailor fit my verbiage to encompass that. If someone on a credit report, if something on the credit report that is negative impacts the score, that was a violation of the state law, should that be notated on a message to the credit bureau? You can, if you would like to add a notation or an annotation in the letter, you can elect to do that. You can definitely elect to do that. But the verbiage that if you're using state law as a violation, I would suggest to add it into the letter. What you can do is see if the letter already acknowledges the violation. If it does not, you can add that letter in, like type it out in a Word document and add it to the form. Or if it's a violation that is not a consumer law base, it's a specific state level law that you want to leverage, you can add it in the actual disputing section when you're going through it. And I'll show you how to do that just in case you haven't. Josh said completely brand new. All right. Let me copy this. All right, Montero, let me grab this email, y'all, and we can get started. Any other questions before we get started, my love?
Well, as far as the business side of things and trying to start this as your own business, I'm kind of broke as a joke, living paycheck to paycheck, you know how it goes. But I started making flyers to put around with my phone number and a email I created just for said business. Is that a good thing, or would you suggest anything to do online as well to start a advertising funnel to get me to get more clients or to start get clients? You know what I mean?
So
this-
what I will tell you, oh, that's so cool.
Gotta
All
love
right.
Canva.
Gotta love Canva. So what I will tell you is, number one, I would suggest you to go to cca.org. And I can actually grab the site and drop it in the chat. I would suggest you to go there to find out how you want to be, if your state has any requirements for you to be in compliance in order to be operating as a business. Now, if you are looking to get started in-house and use the people that you know, school, friends, whatever the case may be, you can leverage that by leveraging the connections that you have. And you can possibly go to them and state like, hey, I'll fix your credit for this amount of money, right? Like I'll fix your credit for this amount of money. You send out the letters, because the most expensive part of doing credit repair for transparency is sending out the letters. You guys are going, I'm going to show you guys how to do the credit repair. And on today, I'm going to show you how to do it for free. So you will not have to worry about spending any money on the actual attack rounds. But I'm also going to show you guys how you're able to make what I call drip money in the process. So if you're looking to take it as a full-fledged business, my recommendation would be to check out the site that I dropped in the chat and make sure that you are in compliance with your state. And if you start the business and then you go get compliant, know what you have to, like, get the information as to what is it going to cost for my bond. If my state has a bond, does my state have a license? Do I need to be certified in my state? Like, all of those things need to be cleared depending on where you are, so that that can also help you with understanding what your pricing point should be, like when you're taking full-fledged client and you're doing a full-fledged done for you service. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Great question. The other question in the chat was, will I be going over the static letters? I sure will. If you have a specific question about the static letters, once I get to the letter tab, just let me know. It'll be my pleasure to go over it with you. Or if you have the question right now, I have no problem answering. Mr. Mack, what question you got, sir?
Yeah, I just jumped in, but also can you drop that link back in the chat? Because you know, I don't have it. But also, I wanted to ask, do you guys have like a done do-it-yourself service where clients can actually?
We do. And if you send me an email, I can send you the link for the do-it-yourself, and I'll actually start training on the do-it-yourself platform. My DIY clients that use that platform see anywhere from 100 to 200 point increases.
Okay, and let me ask you this question. So just the regular Dispute Panda software, yes, son. 1 second. Don't offer. I mean, the regular Dispute Panda site, does it allow you to do it, or you got to send me a specific link for that?
It's a completely different platform that I would
Okay,
be
good deal.
sending you to, but
Okay.
once you see it, you'll know what I'm talking. You'll, like, I can't really, because
That,
it's
no,
a
I got
Panda
you. I got
night,
you. I
I
already
can't.
know. I got
Right,
you.
but I will be coaching in that system, so y'all will be able to see me all over the place. So if y'all watch me on social media, you already know what it is. But if you want to know the DIY that I personally use, my clients get anywhere from, I'm saying, in a 6-month window, they can get on their own. But I also, the people that sign up under the DIY for me, they also get the additive letters that they can give to their clients, so that they can have like
And you did say
it's
drop my email, correct?
no, don't drop your email. Send me an email and say
Okay.
DIY in the subject. I
Okay,
will
you
send
guys.
you the
Okay,
link
support.
for the
Okay, gotcha. I
yes.
see it. And it is with Dispute Panel. It's a completely different platform.
I could say they cousins. Let me put it that way.
Say
They're
less. Okay.
cousins. Yes, they come from the same family. That much I can tell you. But I will, like I said, if you send me an email, I'll send you the link. And if you need to jump on a call, we can go over a call so we can go through the platform together.
All right, I'm about to send your email now. Okay.
All right, no problem. Well, I'm working. Okay, sir. I'm gonna need you. I'm working.
No, I just don't want to. I don't want to forget.
You better not. Okay. Alan, yeah, if you shoot me an email, Alan, I will definitely send you the link like as soon as I get off the call, or as soon as my VA comes back. Not my VA. As soon as my admin comes back, I'll make sure that she sends it out to you tonight. And then I'll send you a link if you want to book a call for us to go over the platform in its entirety. Jeremy, so static letters. I think that question was about static letters. If you have questions, you can come off of mute. It'd be my pleasure to go ahead and answer. Do you have any other questions for me, Mr. Mack?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
You are amazing. No, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. I will wait until we get there. See, I love me some Brooks. Come on, friend. Okay. Also, would you guys be opposed to having a Discord server so people can have another avenue to discuss and get help? So the support team is available 24 hours a day. We also have a Facebook group. So hang on 1 second. Is my Facebook open? Hold on. Oh, it's rude. Hold on, y'all. Let me stop sharing real quick. You can tell I just updated my laptop because it's just acting disrespectful. Hold on, y'all.
Just something new you have to get used to. You know how it is.
Like, I'm like, why y'all acting like this? Y'all know I don't know what I'm doing over here. Okay, so let me close this and let me go back to sharing. So Dispute Panda. This is their Facebook group. If you have questions, concerns, or comments, you can go there. Also in the if you guys are already in the community, you have access to it, but I know some people don't because it's hit capacity. So if you guys want to check out the Facebook, that is the Facebook group, and you would be able to go ahead and dip and do and ask your questions within the actual platform in its entirety. So that would be the other tool that you can use as well. That is a free tool for you. So if you are not in the community, go to the Facebook group. Also, if you have general questions, go ahead and send a message to info@Dispute Panda. Oh, y'all email just came in. info@Dispute Panda, and they'll be able to go ahead and answer your questions as well. Let me go back. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So with that being said, any other questions before we dive in like a Trey song? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'll be listening to music all day. Any questions before I get started? Okay, because after this, I got to go to the gym, y'all. So y'all can't keep me here all night. Well, yeah, yes, y'all can, because I don't want to go. I have to do 250 crunches today. So I really don't want to go, but I'm going to go because I'm a gangster. In my mind, I'm a gangster.
Hey, we had a question.
Look, I did 200 last week, so my goal is to get up to 300 this week. So let's see if we can make this happen, y'all. Josh, you had a question, my love?
Yeah, well, it was actually my wife that had it.
Okay. Hey, wife, how you doing, girl?
How are you?
I'm good. Lovely to see you. Ooh, you back on mute. What question you have? Y'all got to unmute.
There we go.
Okay, what questions you have, my love?
Can you clarify if revolving credit stays on credit reports? We had a client ask that question. I guess he was wanting it removed, but I'm thinking don't they just report to the credit bureau in the next 30 days?
Correct.
If it's in good standing?
Good standing or bad standing, as long as it reports on the credit.
Okay.
Revolving installments. Now, it depends on if that revolving account is not a reporting account. Like there are some accounts that do not report to the credit reporting agency, but for you to find that out, you would have to look at their credit report and go through the accounts that they have.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but revolving installments, and that's worth 55 points. Just a heads up. That's 10% of the overall FICO score. And the calculation of that equates to 55 points in total. So you want your clients to have both revolving and installment. So revolving is credit card, credit line. Installments are student loans, auto loans, things of that nature, right? So you have to have both in order to get the full 55 points.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure. And we're going to go through a mini consultation that I have with my clients as we go through the system. So once we get into the actual application and we'll be going through a little snippet of what I say to my clients and kind of like how I go over. I normally cover the top 2 in the class here. And we gonna get started because it's already at the 8:34 hour. Okay, so we gonna get started right now. So for you guys that are oldies with me, y'all know I like to go through the system and then we dive into how we can make drip money. Drip money is just a way that you can make passive income, right? With using the system and using the software. I like to educate that. I also like to give you guys different tools that will help you work more effectively and efficiently while keeping everyone accountable. Because I personally believe that a lot of companies out here talk about sending out letters, but they don't talk about the responsibility of the client. So unfortunately, as your trainer today, we are going to talk about what you have to do, and we're going to talk about what your client should be doing as well, because it's just your credit repair building is the same as any relationship. It takes two. It takes two, me and you. So we're going to dive in and we're going to start here. Okay. We're going to start at pricing. Then we're going to move over to training. And then we're going to move over to contacts. Once we are done with that, we are going to come back into the system and we're going to talk integration. We're going to highlight some of the pro features. And then for y'all that are in pro, don't forget to pull up on me on Thursday. And pro night is actually an hour earlier. So pro night on Thursdays at 7:00, where we meet here, 7:00 Central Standard, and instead of 8:00 Central Standard. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to get started with the pricing. We're going to go over training. We're going to go over contact. I'm going to open the floor for any questions. And then we're going to dive into the platform. I'm going to sign up with you guys here, and I'm going to show you on today how to do a report and how to dispute around with $0 and 0 cents. Okay, so the platform is going to be free, and I'm going to show you how to dispute the letters for free as well. So starting at the top with pricing, for most platforms, and I have been doing credit repair on and off for 20 years come next month. And I have had several systems, and none of them have been a pay-as-you-go system or a system that I can operate for the free 99 until Dispute Panda came along. So one of the luxuries of Dispute Panda is that you do have the ability that if you use other credit monitoring software such as Smart Credit, Identity IQ, or My Score IQ, you only be charged $17 per month per client. So that means that you can go in, use their credit monitoring software, and you will have the ability to go ahead and generate letters to go to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion for $17. Not $17 per bureau, just $17 per attack for your file. Okay, now, as it pertains to that, guys, one of the things that I'm going to teach you is how to leverage the platform Credit Dino that was made for Dispute Panda to actually do it for completely free. So that was another incentive to me that I wanted to teach people, like, instead of going to these other credit repair softwares that are out here, let me show you an effective software that gets results. Babe, on your way out, can you turn on the light? That gets results and gives you the ability to actually not have to pay overhead at all. So I'm going to show you guys how to dispute things, how to come out where you're making $8 at minimum, and you get a free round of attack, which means you're already working in the black instead of coming in the red. Okay. So the system, as you come in, there's a free platform. The free platform generates the letters for you. So you load your clients in, you collect the identification, and you process the letters. You can have the system mail the letters out, or you can mail the letters out yourself, right? The pro option is $14, is $1 for 14 days, sorry, and then it's $197 thereafter. And the pro gives you some additives. I love the updates. I don't know if y'all follow me on social media. I will randomly drop my updates and show my numbers of what my clients have been able to achieve as they've been with me. I can do this on the client level as well as on the company level. Number two, it gives you a safe client access portal that is white labeled. What that means is that you put your logo on there, you put your website on there, you put all your isms and schisms on there, and the system will go ahead and show that to your client. So you're paying the upcharge to have that connectability for your clients to be able to communicate with you safely. You also get to integrate your merchant service. You get to make sure your contracts are in there. So now you can send the contracts out to the clients, like all of the things. Okay, guys? So as you're going through the system, you want to know what the difference are betwixt everything. I have people ask me all the time, what's the difference between the pro and the free? To me, when you go to pro and you're using Credit Dino, you are a bully in these credit repair streets. When you are on the free version, you are repairing credit. I want to be clear that the first 6 to 8 months, even when they launched Pro, I still was on the free version and I was still getting results. I want to say my lowest increase that I got was like 73 points. 45 to 73 was like around that number. So you can still get results on the free platform. When you get a certain amount of clients, like figure out what that number needs to be for you. I would suggest you to definitely go to the Pro to be a bully in these credit streets. Okay. Just my humble opinion. Now I'm going to go back and we're going to talk about training. I love this training, and not just because I work here, but because before you scroll on any video, guys, if you click on this free download and you are brand new, meaning you just started credit repair, not today, but today, you have the lovely ability of knowing when should I be disputing what, how do I need to go about it, what letters should I pick, all of the things, okay? The system has it for you. And all you have to do is come click on the very top of the training and we give you a full 12-month flow. Now, the system does say at the top, hey, this is for Dispute Panda Pro as well as Credit Dino. If you do not have Credit Dino and you are not using the Pro, you can still utilize this flow. The only difference is you will not have the creditor letters at all. You do not have any accessibility to generate the creditor letters, but I will show you what that looks like if you wanted to do it. Okay, but this flow tells you when should you do handwritten to kind of change up your finesse of your letters. When is it a good time to do a CFPB complaint? All of the things. Okay, this system, this training system gives you that right out the gate, so you don't have to question like, how do I do it? What do I do? You don't. You literally come here and we're giving you a flow. For our seasoned veterans, because I like to talk to all the people in this room. For those of y'all that are old school like me, that were with the program, that had the red attack, blue attack, white attack, black attack, you can still leverage that old school attack. What I tell everyone to do is to come to the new attack and make sure that you're adding the static letters. The static letters are letters that are going to the other, they say secondary reporting agencies. However, it's the other credit reporting agencies that are out there. The biggest reporting agencies that are out there is LexisNexis. They hold your marriage information, your driving record. Like they know your business. They know that you married Susie and then you divorced her and you married Kathleen. They know all your business. Okay. So LexisNexis is someone who houses your information in real time. A Novus has your information, and depending if your client has bankruptcy, repos, they can have information at these places as well. And the static letters allow you to generate dispute letters to those specific areas as well. Hey, Mr. S, welcome to the room, my love. So it allows you to go ahead and generate letters to those agencies as well after you have finished the dispute to the original main 3 credit reporting agencies. Okay. Any questions on this part before we move forward? Let me know. Let me know. No questions? Is this thing on? Is this thing recording? Hey, Trina, I see you over there. Hey, Alan. iPhone. Oleg. Brent and CT. Brinks, welcome to the room. I think I said hi to Rachel, but I want to say hi again. No questions, guys? My admin said, hi, beautiful people. They got work for you today, friend. They do. You got to send them some links for me. Okay. No questions? All right. No questions. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. So if you guys have questions and you are brand new and you're like, hey, how do I get this? What do I do? How do I start? What letter do I have? It doesn't matter if you're using the old flow or the new flow. I don't know who was here earlier, but we had someone ask earlier, like, hey, what if I started with this flow? Can I move over to this flow? Recommendation is to get the flow, work the flow, and watch it. My threshold is a 6-month window, right? Like that's my threshold to see how it's working. But I also teach my mentees to track when you're sending off the letters. What were the results you were able to get off? And what companies were there were, how much dollars. Like I just did a call with one of my clients, we were able in one round to get off $7,563. Another round, we were able to get off $396. Excuse me. So you want to make sure you're tracking that information as you guys are going through. Okay. So we are going to jump back in the training. So before y'all slide on down, okay, I need y'all to stay at the top and make sure you click the free download option. Any questions before we move on to contact? All right, guys. So the contact tab allows us to have a wonderful dialogue with our customer service. And when it comes to the customer service team, it gives the ability for, hold on, what's the links? Okay. I'll send you the links for them. When you guys are looking to talk to customer service is here 7 days a week, 24 hours a day at info@disputepanda.com. I am here and my admin is here Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But if you guys need something, have questions, they are here 24 hours a day. One of the tools that I give out on the call is a wonderful app called Loom. I definitely drop it in the chat because it is helpful to me. And it's a way that I not only communicate with my VAs, I communicate with IT. If I have to send something to my admin, I have to be like, hey, can you send this out for me? I literally send her a video and you are able to screen record. It's for free. You don't have to pay any money at all. And see, come on, Alan, I love me some Loom. Okay. And the best part of Loom is that when you create the video with the screen recording, so if you're having an issue with a client, a document, an upload, whatever, you can take that screen recording, it gives you a little bubble on the side. But when you send the actual link and you put it like right here, once the person clicks on the link and watches the video, you get an email back that says your video has been viewed, and you can see how many times the video has been viewed, so that way you know that someone watched your sugar honey iced tea, and you can then make sure that you are holding them accountable accordingly on the back end. Okay. So that is the contact tab. There's for specific client support, or if you have general questions, like you want to be a part of the beta testing, partnership, press, whatever you have, you can go ahead and go here to get that support. Any questions before I sign up for the app and we get started? Before I sign up for the program and the platform and we go through. Caesar said no. Hey, Caesar, I didn't even see you, friend. Welcome, Caesar. How you doing? How you doing? Latoya, you got a question for me, my love?
That was a mistake. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Hey, Caesar, I'm so glad you're here. For the people that are just rolling into us, I need y'all to drop a 1 if you're completely brand new to credit, a 2 if you have the platform, a 3 if you've used the platform and sent out a letter, because I need to know who's in the building with me, honey. Okay, Caesar said he's a 3. Come on, somebody sending out letters. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So no questions? Cool. Welcome, Alan. Now, Alan, are you brand new to credit completely, or are you just brand new to the platform? You can drop it in the chat or come off mute, whichever one you like. I'm 7 years biz open and 9 years cleaning. 7 years in the credit repair business? Okay, cool. Love it. So, I think you're gonna like this platform. Completely up to you. I do like extra stuff, so we're gonna go through it. Now, what I'm gonna tell you guys is if you're signing up for the platform as a consumer, meaning you're trying to fix your own credit report and you want to get yourself together, I want you to know that you need to have one email address as the user and a whole nother email address as the owner of the account. So think of it as you own the account. You need to have one dedicated email if you do not have a business email. Then once you get in and I'm loading Raquel in as a test client, I can't use the same email address, right? So I'm using mariosongs@fakemail.com. So once I load myself in as a test client, I'm going to have to use like Chris Brown, Usher, whoever I'm infatuated with at the time. Okay, y'all, that's what we're going to use. Okay, so now you can keep the phone number. Ooh, it copied it over. Hold on, y'all. There we go. Y'all can keep the phone number the same if you are using your cell phone or whatever. You can use that. If you have a company name, you can put it in here. If not, it'll automatically default to your first and last name. And then you put your passwords in. Now, what I will say, guys, is personally, I don't know if y'all have figured this out yet. I like free. I like discounts. I like to get a savings, okay? Because I'm a mom of 4 and some more because they like to bring their friends over here. So with that being said, I will click the email that says, tell me new information, tell me about special offers, tell me about products, because sometimes if they have a beta test group that they want, they'll send the email out. So you need to be in the know. Plus I'm February. So, I got to know what's going on. So I will check the button. It's completely up to you if you guys check the button or not. Once you complete that, it will automatically load and the system will bring up the service agreement. This is to tell you how you should do business with Dispute Panda and how Dispute Panda expects to do business with you. I'm not going to read this to you, but you guys do have the ability to go ahead and check it out. Definitely suggest that you read it before you check anything, okay? As you get into the system, what you are going to see is this lovely black bar up here. This black bar is for you to verify your information. Of course, y'all know I use a fake email, so we ain't verifying Nathaniel Bartholomew Johnson. Okay, so we'll still be able to work through. Best practice, please verify your information within 24 to 48 hours so you can have a smooth transition into the platform. Okay. Starting on the dashboard, if you are searching for a client at the top, you have to put in 3 characters in order for it to pull the customer's information in, or you can click on the customer tab here. We're going to go there after we finish the dashboard. On the main dashboard, it shows you what round you're on, any missing documents, any birthdays that are coming up. And this is going to be the first drip money conversation that we're going to have. If you are in an industry that you are able to go ahead and tell people who are looking to get in the credit repair space, you are going to click this box right here that says earn free credits. This gives you the ability to get your own unique identifier for the affiliate program. The affiliate program is currently not live, but it will be going live. So you want to click that button and click I accept. Once it goes live again, they normally send it out in waves. You will get an email with your own affiliate link for you to market to other people. If you guys follow me on social media, I will post Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Do you want to be a part of Dispute Panda? I have my affiliate link. So if anyone wants to sign up, they get to come into the Dispute Panda Club. They get to dip and do with moi. And I am able to make residual income off of those people that were going to sign up anyway. Okay. So that's number 1. If you want to upgrade to the pro, you are able to go ahead and click this option to upgrade to the pro. But the other drip conversation that I like to have is Credit Dyno. So there's a lot of credit monitoring softwares that are out there that we could all talk about. To me, the biggest difference with Credit Dyno and the other credit monitoring softwares is so great that it could fill a football field. And the reason why I say that is, number 1, there are other platforms out here that are paying you. I think some places are paying you $7. Some places are paying you $5. There's a place that pays you $20, but it's only one time. You don't get paid again. Well, with Credit Dyno, every single month that your client signs, keeps the credit monitoring on, you get paid $8 out from them having the credit monitoring, right? And because they're using the credit monitoring, every 35 days that you update their credit report, you get a free round of attack, which is worth $17. So in essence, your client is paying $29.99 because with your sign-up fee, your discount code gives them $29.99. But right now, the service directly is $39.99, and there's no 7-day trial, nothing like that. Okay, guys? So if your client signs up with your code and stays in the program for 6 months, you're making $8 every single month, but you're also getting the letters generated for free. So that's one. On the business aspect, that's great. On the helping your client aspect, you are able to see the full 7-year report. None of the other credit monitoring softwares out there right now give the full 7-year history. They only give that 24-month caption. So what that means is if you're looking at account and let's say it's derogatory and it's outside of that 24 months, you're just going to see it says derogatory, or you're going to see it say like late information, but you're looking at the report and you're like, where are they late? I don't see that they're late. And that's because it's only taking a snapshot of the last 24 months. Now, I do want to point out, if that particular creditor is not reporting the credit on all 3 credit bureaus from the inception or from 7 years back, you will not have accessibility to it. But if that creditor is reporting that information, you will have access to it when you're looking at the credit dyno profile. So that means you get the full 7-year report. You don't have to wait for your first round of dispute letters to come in to see the account. You get a free round of attack every 35 days and you make $8. To me, this is a no-brainer. I make posts on the 1st, the 15th, and on the 30th, and I say, when have you checked your credit? Don't let me find out that there was a breach. Like, I just found out that my old health insurance had a breach. Oh, I'm putting that breach up there and I'm like, y'all had a breach, y'all checked y'all credit, what's going on, right? And this way it's in someone's mind, especially on those pivotal moments when they're looking to get a car or they're looking to get a house, or they're like, oh, I need to change my life. Bomb, here goes your post about credit repair. And you're not even pushing credit repair. You're like, just check out your credit. Now you have their information and you can then, you know what I'm saying, dip and do. Like, hey, you should follow me. You should listen. You should sign up. You have those abilities, right? So you have that. We're going to close this out and we're going to jump over to the client tab. In the client tab, you can see the active clients. You can see the inactive clients. If you are leaving a software to come over to here, you can import mass files by using the CSV. If you are having an issue, you can actually send that file to the back office and they can import your client over for you. If you have a new client, you click the new client tab and you'll be able to dip and do over here. Okay. The letters tab is where you are able to see the letters that are sent out. The guidelines to the letters tab, guys, I want to let y'all know. Letters go out same day if it's done by 12 p.m. West Coast time. Okay. Where they not like us over there with Kendrick and them. And if not, it goes out the next business day. Also, standard mail, which is first class mail, normally arrives between 4 and 7 days. First class mail does not have any certified coding. I just got a report that with the update in the system, because it's in-house, we are not able to generate the codes for you, but you still get the tracking information on the certified mail once the letter has been sent off. So just wanted to give that update. The inbox tab is for the pro people. So this is where you can communicate with your clients and your clients are able to communicate with you in the system. The reports tab is a great marketing tool. So let's get into it. Hold on. The report. You're rude. Oh, here we go. The reports tab. Let me go ahead and click on this here. And share the screen. Okay. So this is a lovely piece of conversation that I like to leverage when I'm having conversations. You are able to go ahead and see how much dollars have you deleted for your clients in a month, 12 months, 6 months. You can put it in any range that you like. This is on the company level. And you can also do this on the client level when you upgrade to pro. And you're able to go ahead and get this wonderful postage that gives you the ability to go ahead and share the wins that you have. A lot of people don't like to share when the numbers drop. I do, y'all. It will set you apart from other people in the industry because you're able to tell them, okay, cool, let me show you why your score dropped, right? And we're going to cover some of that tonight. The subscription tab is where you can add your merchant service. You can create a payment plan and an onboarding form. So if you want the clients to be able to onboard themselves, you're able to do that, but that's only in the pro packaging. And then, of course, you have the training and the contact us tab. Any questions on what we've covered so far before we dive into adding money and using the platform, the setting platform? Any questions, guys? All right. So there are 2 ways to get into the settings. You can click on the balance tab or you can click on the three dots and click on settings. It will take you into your profile where you can go ahead and add your photo. Please note that if you are on, what merchant services are compatible? Oh, that's a great question. The merchant services that you would use have to have an API connectability. It says authorized.net that's there. If you need a merchant service platform, let me know. I can go ahead and grab it and drop it in the chat. But it does say that it needs to be authorized.net, and there are sub companies that partner with them that you can use. We normally use Proven, is the recommended one. And the other one, if you guys have a lower credit score, like under 600, the other platform that I recommend is GOAT for you to leverage there. Let me see. Here's one. And once you go into the platform, you'll have accessibility to the Proven one. I'll grab it. I'll find it and grab it. Janae, can you do me a favor? Can you log into my Dispute Panda and grab the merchant service that's under the subscription tab link so that you can drop it in the chat for them? Okay, we're going to get that for your friend so that you have options. Okay, we need you to have options. All right, the organization tab. You are able to go ahead and put your logo, your website. Does anyone here need a contract? Let me know. I will drop one in the chat so you guys can have accessibility. Oh, we do. Subscriptions. Click the link at the top that says connect merchant. Get merchant service, not connect. You got to hit get. And then grab that link and drop it in the chat for me. Let me drop the contract. This is a sample contract. It is not my contract, but it is one that you can leverage. I'm going to go ahead and divert back to, if you guys are wanting to know what needs to be in your contract per state, I need you guys to check out the cca.org site that I dropped in the chat, so that you guys will be able to be compliant with what needs to be in your contract and how it needs to go, or be very familiar with the US Code 15 that's in that talks about your business and how you're supposed to pivot, okay? All right, so this is for your URL, your privacy policy, emails, all of the good things, okay? Team members, if you are like me and you have a wonderful admin, or your kids work for your company like me, you can go ahead and, instead of giving them your password, you can have them have their own login and password information. So you would just give them, you add them in here, the system will send them a link, they get to create their own stuff. Bob's your uncle, okay? The affiliate links, these are all of the credit monitoring softwares that are compatible with this program. If you are using any other software, it ain't gonna work. Now, if you are using these three right here, Identity IQ, MyScore IQ, and Smart Credit, it is going to cost you $17 per month per client to dispute the letters. Why do you hear me keep saying 35 days, 35 days? Is because for the number ones that are in the room, you are supposed to generate a letter every 35 days or out. For instance, my company is a 40-day company, which means letters don't leave my office until after the 40th or the 45th day. That's my window. The reason being is that the law says that when I send a letter out to the credit reporting agencies, I'm supposed to allow 30 days for that account to be processed, reviewed, and disputed for them to do their job. If I don't give them that amount of time, two things can happen. They can think that I'm being frivolous and I'm just trying to get up under their skin, which means they will not support my client, or I'm giving them more time. Bear in mind, the law says if you send a dispute and you do not give them 30 days, the original dispute gets an additional 15 days to be complete. So if your goal is being expeditious. Oh, I like that. Didn't T.I. use that word, expeditiously? If that's your goal, sending more letters is not going to get that done for you, for your client, because the law states that the credit reporting agencies have 30 days to dispute. So that is why Credit Dyno is giving you the benefit of saying, if you're using this particular platform, we're going to give you the credit of the $17 for your accounts as long as you're allowing that 35 days to go past. If you pull that credit on day 30, it is not going to work. Okay, guys, I just want to give y'all the tea on it all. So personally, I have everything else turned off, but if you guys want to have links for all of them, if you are in the pro, what that will do is that your client will have the ability to click on any one of these links to go ahead and sign up for credit repair. Okay, and then if they're using any of the other three, it's $17. If they're using the credit dyno, it's free. Okay. The disputing tab. As you guys know, at the top of the call, I said that the credit reporting agencies have multiple addresses. So with that being said, if you want to come in here and change the address of where the letter is going from month to month, you can simply click on this little icon here that looks like a pencil, and you can click on it and you can change the address so that the letter will then generate with that new address on the letter and you can send it out. That was a tactic that I used in the past. I don't do it no more, but you can use it. Now the billing tab allows you to go ahead and, of course, upgrade to the pro. It allows you to go ahead and add the payment method that you desire. And it also allows you to add credits. Why are credits there? Credits are what's being used in order for you to generate letters if you are not using Credit Dyno. And please bear in mind, guys, the static letters are free, but you do have to have something in the balance. The lowest amount that you can load is $20 as a bulk purchase. So even if you have let's say y'all are fixing credit for everybody in your family, it's 21 of y'all, okay? Even if they're using Credit Dyno, you want to make sure you add the $20 on the platform because it will not generate the static letters unless you have at least $1 in the platform. So if you are generating for your family and you're saying, hey, I'm going to print the letter, I'm going to generate the letters for you and you guys are going to mail it out on your own, that's fine. But those static letters that are supposed to go out, even if you're sending it to the bankruptcy court or whatever, it's not going to work unless you have money in your actual bank balance. Now, if you're only sending out the letters to the credit reporting agencies, then if you're using Credit Dyno, you don't need to add any money to the flow. Okay. Now, one thing that I did love is that they noticed that people were signing up and they were only signing up with $20 or $60. So what they elected to do was, okay, I got you. What we're going to do is we're going to do a bonus. So if you do it on automatic monthly reoccurring payments, you are able to get 50% bonus on top of what you order. So if you purchase $20 every 30 days, you get 30. And if you purchase $60, you get 90. All right. Any questions about the billing area before I move on to the invoice and everything else that's in the settings? Let me know. Any questions? Thank you, Caesar, for engaging, my love. Barrington, welcome to the room. A&A Tax, love to have you here. Hey, Brinks. Hey, Tamara. Okay, CT, I think I said hi, but hey, love. All right, so the invoicing tab is where you can invoice your clients. You can see your statements. You can see your Panda Pro credits that are sitting there. The activity tab, you can track the attacks that are sent out. You can track the mail and any attack credits that come in. So I'm going to show you guys what the attack credits look like. Oh, thank you for responding, CJ, Rachel, and Mr. Mac. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. The integration tool. So basically, I have an automation platform. So my automation platform, and I can drop it in the chat. My automation platform gives me the ability that when my client books a call on my calendar, they automatically put the client in here as a lead. Well, let me clarify. When my client books on my calendar as a lead, they stay over in my automation sequence. Once they go from lead to client, they automatically get pulled into my Dispute Panda so that I can have all their information transferred over here. So it transfers their name, all of the things, okay? So you can have two systems speaking to each other when you are on the pro by using Zapier. So if you guys are wanting to do it where it's seamless, or if you don't have a landing page, so to speak, but you do have an automation sequence that's already created, or you may have a landing page and you want it when they sign up for anything, they can go from signing up on your website to your email list to start getting email, conversations. And then from there over to once they go to a client, they then come into here. You would need the program called Zapier to do it. And Zapier does have what's known as 5 zaps. That's where you can get 5 things connected. So you can either do 5 separate things connected, or you can have it where it only speaks to one situation. So like it speaks from Dispute Panda to your email sequence through Zapier. That would be considered one zap. But if you wanted to create multiple, you can do up to 5 for the free platform. And then after that, I think it's like $25 a month, y'all. It's not super expensive, but it does give you an added way for things to communicate with each other without you having to be the person to make them communicate. And then of course there is the referral tab if you want to become have your affiliate link for yourself. So we have gone through all of the settings on the side and all of the settings at the bottom. Any questions before I load my dummy client into the system? I think, did Jerry leave? Hopefully Jerry catches the replay. All right, before we get started, guys, I like to drop this in the chat. If you guys are by your computer, please download this, save this. I will show you, I actually screen grabbed it from a video that was here because again, I upgraded my computer and yeah, things happen. So one of the questions that were asked were what were the documents that were needed? So when you guys are speaking to your clients, I want us to have very open conversations while we are talking about accountability and expectations on both ends. What that means for you as the owner is that there's certain documentations that are going to help you be able to do the work seamlessly. And let's be clear, stall letters happen, but we can minimize the stall letters if we're actively submitting the right documents and holding the credit reporting agencies to the law that they have going, right? So with that being said, if your client has a driver's license and that driver's license is not valid, and I'm not talking about dates, I'm talking about not valid because they have moved from one state to another state, we are not going to use that driver's license. The goal is to have one name, one address, one date of birth, one social on your client's credit report. That is the goal. So if you are not able to make sure that that document has the correct address, we are going to move on to something else. You can use a social security card for proof of identification, paycheck stub, marriage certificate. My favorite, to be quite honest, is the passport. The passport has no address on it, but it does validate that I am who I say I am. Okay. On the proof of address side, if you are leveraging a personal bill, residential phone bill, water bill, cable bill, gas bill, best practice is every 60 to 90 days, get an updated bill from your client. I would prefer that you get a mortgage statement or a bank statement. It will make your life so much easier as you're going through the process to help your client. Okay. This item I did drop in the chat. If you guys want it, you can grab it there. If you are driving or not by your computer, I literally screen grabbed this from how to add a client to Dispute Panda credit repair software and get a free attack, which is what we're going to do today. All right. So once we go into the system, we are going to load our clients. What I want us to point out is that we're only having to fill out the stuff that has a star next to it. So you see how you have this star here, you have this star here. That is what you're having to fill out. All of this information that you're filling out is going to go on the letter that is created for your client. Now, what you can do if your client has a middle name and uses it, fine, you can put it in here. If they're Usher Raymond the 7th and they use the 7th, go ahead and put it on there, right? But it's not required. All right, so now we're gonna go to email. Remember, we can't use the same email as the owner of the account. I can use the same phone number. and then you're going to put the social. Once you get to the address, guys, if you have a suite, a unit, an apartment number, please make sure that you plug that information in there, so that you can have everything on the designated line. Because remember, this information is being transposed into the letters that you're going to be sending off for your client. You want to make sure you have the birthday in here. And then if you are on the pro version, you will simply click this option here. It will automatically send out a link with a safe client access portal, so your client can upload their own IDs, their own information on the back end. I want to clarify that you want to make sure that you're having the conversation with the client of the documents that they should be uploading. Once they have uploaded the documentations in there, make sure you're reviewing it, because you have the ability to crop and save the items that are on there to edit it out so that you're not using up more paper, more toner, more stuff. And I'll show you what I mean once I get in. So we're going to hit save. And now we're over here. So once we get over here, we have to load the documentation in the system. So if you have your client's driver's license and it's valid, or their passport, you're going to crop it and make sure that it's fitting to the page. If they have it all on a white piece of paper and then there's just this little bit, like, friend, cut it out. We want everything to fit on no more than 1 to 2 sheets of paper. I'm gonna hit crop and save. If you are using a bill, we're going to drag and drop it. You want to crop out all the information. They do not need to know what the other bill was. We definitely don't want to send them any pass-through information, like, not at all. You want to crop all that out, because we're trying to tell them they are wonderful at paying bills on time, right? So you want to crop it and save it to just the area that you need. You do not have to add the Social Security card, but if you have it, you have an option to do it in the optional tab. Again, the only 2 things that are required is proof of identification and proof of address. If you are using a Social Security card as proof of identification, you do not need to add it in optional again. All right? Good up. Rachel's question is, if the dispute letters have been mailed, can we change the documentation for identity and address to match? We have a client whose address was different on the ID. So no, if it's already been mailed, there's nothing you can do about it. What you would do is the next round of letters that you're going to do, you get the corrected information. So if round 1 you sent out and it had a different address for the ID, when you send out round 2, you just correct it to make sure that all the information matches across the board. Make sense? We have not mailed. Okay, so if you haven't mailed it yet, then what you can potentially do, if you have it in, oh, you said haven't been mailed. Okay, I'm so sorry. I missed the haven't. If you have it in the platform, what you would have to do is you can use this program called Small PDF. It is free. You don't have to pay for it. And you can download the actual letter and convert it into a Word doc. And that way you can edit the address or remove the ID out of the file. So if you can't, oh, wait a minute. The ID is on the edge. As long as the ID is not on the letter itself, like if it came out on a different page, just remove that particular ID page and get a new one. Okay. You say yes, what does? Small PDF, you can do it for free. If you do it in Chrome, you just, as soon as you come here, you just hit convert and it does it for free for you. You don't have to pay for it. Now, if it's too big, it'll make you pay for it. But small PDF is something that you can use as a converter. So if your letter came and let's say the ID is the only thing that is incorrect, you would print out all the pages. And if that ID is by itself, you just don't print that ID. You would get the supporting document from the client and then attach it. If it came on that letter, like, sometimes it's page 2, like it only gives you 1 of 2. And then on page 2 is the end of the letter plus the ID. You can put it in the converter and just delete the ID from the page and then attach that document. It's just going to take some work for you to do on your end. But you would just have to edit it on your own. Let me know if that makes sense. If not, I can say it a different way. Just let me know, Rachel. But if you haven't mailed it out as of yet, just take the ID page off and you should be good to go. Okay, that seems simple enough. Cool. I try to make life easy sometimes. Okay, so if you are using Identity IQ, MyScore IQ, you're going to be uploading the file here. If you are using Smart Credit, you are going to use, you're going to make sure that you go to the training tab, guys. You're going to go to training. You're going to go scroll all the way down to where it says import smart credit. There is an HTML code that you have to use in order for it to work. Okay. So if you are using it, you have to screen grab the HTML code and plug and copy and paste the information here. Now, no matter what credit monitoring service you use, you can plug the information into the system here. And that way, when it's time for you to pull your client's report, please remember, if you're using Smart Credit, Identity IQ, MyScore IQ, you have to log into their portal every 35 days, refresh the credit report, grab it, and bring it here. If you're using Credit Dyno, you do not have to do that, guys. You literally just come here, you put the username and password in, and you click this one-click import, and it updates the credit report every 35 days for you. So let me go here. Let me go here. This other tab, if you're using Identity IQ or MyScore IQ, I believe it gives you a, like, it asks for the last four of the social or something. So you can plug that in there so that you have all of the information for your client in one space. I had someone say, well, the client emailed me the credit report. I'm like, absolutely not. You guys are doing business. You need to have the login information for their credit monitoring software, because if you're working like me, like there's some nights that I'm up here at 2:00 in the morning working files because I can't go to sleep, right? That is not conducive to me to try and send you a message for you to go in and log in and update your credit report so I could pull it back. No, ma'am, no ham, no Sam. We're going to get the information. And if you are using Credit Dyno, you are able to click this one-click import, and it will import and update the credit report and bring it into the platform. When it brings it in, it actually tells you that you get a free round of attack every 35 days. So I don't have to do anything. I don't have to stress anywhere. I'm already able to generate letters for free. So if I'm charging $50 a month, I'm not paying for these letters. Hey, Connie girl, welcome. Okay. So once you get into the system, before you can attack, which is when you select the letters, you have to tell the system how to dispute. I'm going to give y'all best practice. What y'all do is what y'all do, my love. Okay. But I like to give y'all what? Best practices. Now, best practice is if you are looking at the inquiries, these are hard inquiries that are affecting your client. The hard inquiries are causing them to lose points. Those points normally get back to them within a 12 to 24 month window. However, if you want to remove it because they do not have an open and active account with that vendor, or because they were rejected, okay, you are able to go ahead and select the inquiry to be removed. What I want to point out is that you can scroll, or you can do Command F if you are on a Mac, Control F if you are on a Windows-based computer, and you get the ability to type the creditor into this right here, guys, are the actual creditors that they pull the credit report and try to get the information. So this person has Capital One. It shows up 7 times. I can go ahead and search and see where it's showing up. And if I see that it says open, I'm not touching it. Don't touch it. Okay. If it says closed, if it says transferred, any of these, and it is up there, you best believe, Sugar Plum, I am going to go ahead and click the button to dispute it. Okay. Right here, if you see this says JPMCB. This is JP Morgan and Chase Bank. So you can do it that way, or you can type in Chase. As you guys are doing the credit repair process, you will learn the abbreviations for different companies and be able to better maneuver. But while you're here, try to copy the name. If it's something like this right here says, this is actually Lightstream. You may not be aware of it. I would type in light and then tab to see if it shows up anywhere else. If it doesn't, I'm checking the box so that a letter can be generated for you. Okay. If the person has public records, that's bankruptcies, any judgments or liens, you would find it right underneath the inquiries. When you are selecting that option, the system will automatically select that option for you. The system only will not select the inquiries on your file. That is something that you manually have to do on your own. Okay. But once you go, as you guys can see, it says selected accounts. It's already selected anything that's impacting their client's credit report. One thing that I like to point out is that the old school program did not have a late payment letter. So if you see any yellow in your profile, it's telling you, warning, although this account contains late payments, removing it may impact or affect your client's age. Now, I'm going to give y'all a humble tip. I've been saying this on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. A lot of times our oldest account is our student loans, and people will remove the student loans. Please remember that age is 15% of the FICO makeup score, which is roughly 82.5 points. If you remove the oldest account on your client's report, you are going to drop their score. Okay? So previously, if it was a late payment, the account is now accurate. And how you can tell that is by clicking on this eye icon. It will show you the payment history. So this person's payment history, it only goes back for TransUnion for 2020. For Experian, it goes back to 2017. They were late in 2019. Okay. So this is where this is impacting them. Realistically, a late payment only affects your clients within that 24-month window. After that 24-month window, it does not impact them. Here's several things to note. If you are helping your client to get funding, or you're trying to get yourself funding, know where you have late payments hitting your profile. Because for this client, I just wouldn't let her do any cards that pull from Experian. I would go ahead and help her with TransUnion. I would also go and help her with Equifax, because both of those show that she has no late payments. So ideally, if I'm going through my client's report and I'm seeing that TransUnion has the best history, I'm going to be focusing on accounts that are going to pull specifically from TransUnion, because I know I'm going to get a yes, versus looking at the other credit bureaus that could create a glitch because she has fallen short of paying on time. Now, with that being said, because the system previously did not have a late payment letter, this is why this is showing up here. Now we do have a late payment verbiage letter instead of just the hey, delete, and remove. So I can go into the system and check the box for it to generate a letter specifically for Experian, because that is the only one that is showing a late payment, and it will have a late payment verbiage letter. Okay. If you guys are looking, and this is why I personally love this software for credit. And again, this is a credit dyno. This is how I'm able to go ahead and do her rounds for free. When I click on this eye icon, it's telling me the business. Okay. So number one, the first business is telling me is the payment history. It's telling me what her payment history looks like for TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, right? And if that information has been reported for longer in whatever credit bureau, see, this one goes back to 2022. This one goes back to 2022. This one goes back to 2020. And it ain't really going back that far because it ain't showing nothing. These X's mean nothing was reported. Okay. The summary is telling you when the account opened. The account opened in 2022. So why do we have this payment history over here? Child, I don't know. Okay, wait, it needed to sync. Okay, y'all. So why it says over here in 2020 doesn't matter. The account didn't open until 2022. This information is moving forward. If the client says, if this summary here says that this account was open until 2017, as long as that company is reporting that information, when I click on payment history, I will be able to see it in real time. Okay. Now, payment history is 35% of the FICO score makeup, which roughly translates to 192.5 points. So when I'm talking to a client during a consultation, I'm having that conversation with them about their payment history. How is this the most heaviest weighted portion of your credit score and you slip it? We need to get everything set up on automatic payment so that if a ism or a schism happens, you are not putting yourself in jeopardy, because I want us to understand that the payment due date is the latest possible day you can make a payment before a late fee is assessed to you when we're talking about your pricing point, right? But you're not late for the credit reporting agencies until you are 30 days late. That's why your mortgage, you pay it on the 1st. If you're late, they don't charge you anything till the 15th, but they cannot report you late until you are 30 days past due. What people forget is that they sometimes paid on the 29th day or the 30th day. But if you don't meet that cutoff time, guess what you put yourself in the process of? You can actually turn around and jack yourself up, because if you paid after their cutoff time, guess what you're not going to get? Credit for paying it during that time frame, which is why I always tell people to, if you're going to use that Robin Pizza to pay Paul, because you know we have to do that, right? Make sure that you're doing it 2 days before that 30-day window is about to happen. Okay, guys? So payment history, 35% of your score equates to roughly 192.5 points. Now, the part that be getting us, okay? I'm gonna tell you the part that be getting us, y'all. The part that be getting us is our utilization. Please note that the account health is telling you how much is being used for your client's profile. Why is this important to you? When you are looking at your utilization is 30% of your overall score. Payment history is 35, utilization is 30%. 30% roughly equates to 165 points. So if your client is talking about why my score ain't changed, why my score has not gone up, what have you done? Because I can write all the letters in the world. If you still being late, guess what, Suanne? You losing points. If your utilization is over 50%, guess what, Luann? You're losing points, right? So these conversations that you're looking at holistically, you're still losing points. So as we're going through and as we're looking at what do we need to do, how do we need to navigate, we need to understand how this is impacting our clients holistically. So we need to talk to them. Listen, your credit line is this amount. If you want to be in the 700 clubs, your utilization across the board, which is an average of all of your cards, need to show that you're not using more than 30% of your overall, 20% of your overall card utilization. 20% is a 700 club. 10 and under is the 800 club. How much you use it, right? Hold them accountable to that particular conversation. Brent had a question in the chat. I know we were talking about certain things, but I have a client who wants one thing and only one thing disputed. It's a late payment on their mortgage from 3 years ago. How would you attack this? You can select the option for late payment for that one particular account if they do not want to dispute anything at all, Brent. And then what you can also do in the static letters, there is something called a goodwill letter. And you can also email a CEO, take that same goodwill letter, give it to your client, and have them email that goodwill letter to the CEO as well. So that would be some methods that you could traditionally implement when you are trying to go ahead and attack late payment. That late payment mortgage is simply not affecting them anymore in their scoring numbers. But if they think that that's impacting them from getting approvals, then that would be how you could attack it. But transparently, you earn back all the late payment credits that you have gotten dinged for within a 24-month window. So as long as he's been paying on time since then, he's gotten back all the points. But if he's trying to remove the late payment, the goodwill letter is a method that you can employ, and you can email the CEO and see if that works as well. Also, something that I do is I do request a payment history because sometimes what's being reported is outside of the date. Like something that happens with Capital One a lot, guys, is I'll see that they'll report somebody late in January, February, and March. But when I get the payment history, they were only late in April. So I would take that payment history document, highlight that area, and I will literally cross out everything else and mail it to the credit, like send it as proof to the credit bureau, credit reporting agencies, for them to go ahead and see where the error is to adjust. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if you got any other questions, Brent. Oh, social media handles. Sure. I'm Raquel May David everywhere in these streets. Janae, can you drop my social media handles, please, for them to have and to hold forever and ever? I will definitely drop that for you. You had something else, Mr. Mack?
No, I just said drop them handles like a stripper.
I'm about to. Y'all gonna know who I is. Look, y'all gonna know who I is. Brent, that message went to you direct. No, you fine, my love. We all here. Let me see. My pleasure. If you have any other questions, y'all, on how to dispute, let me know. It is my pleasure to answer. But I would say do the letter first, because if you check the box for that particular company, because more than likely you'll have the yellow box, click that information for that particular mortgage company that they have. Then go ahead and send a goodwill letter, and you can do the email the CEO. Bung, bung, bung. Good to go. All right.
Yeah, well, I'm finna go ahead and check out this thing, Rachel. I got up until 10 tomorrow. How much longer you have on here? Not rushing you or anything. I just want to stay to the end.
Okay. So I don't think Mac was talking to us. So I'm just going ahead and mute it. All right. You got my Instagram? Okay, you're amazing. So once we've gone through that and you have selected all of the things, we've done a mini break on that. So if you guys have any questions about consultation, let me know. I'll be happy to dive in a little bit more. And we are going to hit save filter. And now we are going to select the attack. All right, you all. All right, you all. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come into here and you, again, whether y'all using the old school flow, let me close this out. Close this out. Whether you guys are using the old school flow or the new school flow, okay? You are going to select your flow and you are going to work that flow until you are done. Okay? You do not, and I'm not saying that it's going to be 12 months, but remember this process is a partnership. You have to hold your clients accountable. My goal when my clients come to me is I need you, if you guys have credit cards, we need to make sure that we're lowering the credit card debts 5 to 10%. If they don't have credit cards, the goal is to get them a credit card because remember, 55 points is do they have revolving and installments? If they don't have both, what are we doing? What are we doing? Right? So you want to educate them as to what they are doing to either hinder their credit from maximizing or what they're doing amazing. Like I love sending out kudos. Like, let me tell you what you did, girl. Like, I want to do that, right? I'm your biggest cheerleader. But you have to select what's being disputed and then you go to the attack. So no matter which flow you're using, to get back on track, my back, y'all, you can go ahead and use the old guide or the new guide. You are then, if you're using the new guide, the first letter is the Punch of Fury, Supreme Boosted. If you have the Pro, you're going to select the creditor's letters. And then no matter what you have, you can do the static letters, okay? So we're going to go in Punch of Fury, handwritten, bong. If you have the Pro, you're going to check this box. You do not have to do anything additional. Now she posted the TikTok on here like she's giving y'all my business. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it. Sorry. So you can go ahead and select handwritten. If you are doing creditor letters, you can click on this. If you have the Pro, it will automatically generate the creditor letters for you. First round is Punch of Fury, Supreme Boosted, and we are going to hit start round. We are going to type confirm. And I just want to point out, I have $0.00 in my bank. It says the amount of $17, if available, will be deducted from your available credits. As you can see, I don't have any money. It's going to generate the letters for me. So if I was on the Pro and I would have checked that box, it would have generated attack 1, and then it would have said creditor 1. Now, once I've done that, I'm going to hit start round again. I'm going to go to static letters. I'm going to select handwritten again. Best practice, scroll all the way down. Because once you check one of these boxes, it will automatically cap it for you. And then you're going to check all of them that apply. Y'all that are in my mentorship know that I like to ask for the report first. So I don't ever do this part until after my client gets the reports back. But if you guys are doing it the way that the system says, I've had people say, well, what if they don't have a report there? You're going to get a letter back in the mail that says LCI does not have an account for them. All you do is when you get to round 2, you're not checking the box for LCI. Simple. Okay. You're going to hit start round. If I had $1 or 15 cents, okay, I would be able to generate this letter. But because I got $0.00, I'm not going to be able to generate the letter. This is why it's important to load the $20 on so you can print your static letters for free. Now, I had someone else ask about static letters. Guys, the Goodwill letter that I was telling Brent about, it's right here. You click on Goodwill letter, you would put the creditor's information in here and the system will generate the creditor letters. Please understand that some of these letters are specifically to the creditors and some of them are to like bankruptcy court, right? So you have to grab the information that you're going to need for the letter to be generated. Okay, but they have all types of letters here. There's a debt validation letter. There is a paper delete letter if you want to send that to a creditor directly, and you would have to select that information for the letter to be printed. But whatever you're looking for, guys, if you're having a stall situation, hold on, let me go back. If you are having a stall situation, there is a letter in here for that as well, and it has the actual legal codem in the letter that says you are legally required to do what? Show up and act right before I come over there and talk to you about your mama, because that's what we do. We're gonna break some ties and talk about no, we're not gonna break no ties, y'all. But you have the stall letters here, you have the reinsertion letters here, like you have everything that you need here in real time. Okay. So I've just generated a round of letters. Now, if I want to see what the history looks like, I can see what letters were sent. I can see what the credit report needs to look like. I can see what the credit scores have adjusted to be. The invoice information, if there's any invoices that are out there, and if I want to leave any notes, this is a pro option. Now, let's go back to attack. This is here. I can download it and mail the letters out myself, or I can select mail them out. This is how much it's going to cost me for the letters to be mailed. I would put that money in my bank and then come back to the client and hit mail out, and the system will mail the letters out for me. If I wanted to make where the recipient and the sender was the same address, I would click this box, and what will happen is the from address will say TransUnion and the to address will also say TransUnion. Do I use the mailing system? I'm going to be honest and tell you that I only use the mailing system if I am traveling and I'm not having my admin support with letters or my VAs. Then I will go ahead and use the system to mail the letters out. If not, then I mail everything out locally because I'm a control freak and I'm learning how to delegate. All right. So just wanted to give you that tip. So we have started the actual platform, loaded my information in, completed a round of disputes, and I am done. What questions or comments or concerns do you guys have? The floor is yours. Any questions, guys? I know someone had questions on static letters, but I don't know if she's left the room yet. Hold on.
Oh no, it's me.
Hey, boo.
Hey. No, you answered it. I just
Okay.
want to know, what was the pricing on that, and if we had to go pro in order to get it, and so you kind of covered what I needed to know. So thank you.
Awesome. It's my pleasure. I'm here Monday and Wednesdays, girl. Pull up on me. Pull up on me.
I'll be here.
Any other questions, guys? Let me know. Any other questions?
Did amazing today.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mack. And I'm going to make sure you get the email out. Any questions,
Look at
guys?
you. Thank you.
It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure. I'm here to help y'all.
And I follow you on
I
all
just
social
wanna
media
say
platforms.
Oh, thank you too, Loyalty Tax. It is my pleasure to be of service. What were you saying, Mac?
Oh no, I said I also follow you on all 3 platforms as well.
What? Not you follow me? Hey, y'all. Hey, go ahead and follow you.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all follow the queen. She dropping up all this game. She can change y'all life. She putting a stain on your brain and giving y'all news you can use. They don't drop this knowledge in college.
Oh, I'm gonna need to use that. I'm gonna use that. He said news you can use, and I'm gonna tag you in it too, so that you know. Sidebar, guys, not trying to play. There is a, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there have been company breaches within the insurance community. So if you guys are not necessarily posting, that is something that you can post. There has been a change also in the law of student loans. So if you guys are needing content, start leveraging that. Also, use Ask the Public. That's a really great resource that you can leverage if you guys are not in Chat GPT or something. Use Ask the Public. It gives you the ability to go through and actually figure out what people are on the intranet asking about, and this way you can post content that's relevant to what they're asking about and be able to be the beast in the credit streets as well. All right. Any other questions before I let y'all go?
Yeah. So that app, that's an app or that's it's like a web browser?
Oh, it's a website. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all right now.
Perfect.
I think I may have said it wrong, so don't judge my life because I be
And
out here.
Brent asks you, can I message you on Facebook?
Oh, you can message me anywhere, child. Go ahead. Go ahead now. Hit your girl up. I'm in these streets. Now don't like now if y'all not trying to learn and laugh, do not follow me on social media. I'm here to make sure it's called Answer the Public. Sorry, Answer the Public. You can ask, you don't have to sign up. You can ask 3 questions a day. So I just wanted to drop this little gem. I know that in our mentorship group, we learned about a couple of platforms that can help us create content, but I know that everyone here is in a different space. So if you guys have tapped out in your home unit, like your home, your church, no one's really signing up, and you're wanting to leverage your social media platform, this is a great way to do it outside of just checking what's on the system. So want to give you guys that little nugget. But any other questions, guys? I dropped it in the chat just in case anyone needed it. Can I message you on Facebook, Raquel, and ask you something? You can respond when you have time. You can message me or you can email me. Let me drop my email again. Hold on. Let me drop my direct email. I do want to advise that if it's a little bit lengthy and it does require in-depth, I will send you a link for you to book a one-on-one call because I like to be all the way transparent with you guys. So that you know if it's something easy breezy that I can answer in real time, it doesn't take a lot, I will go ahead and respond back. Those of y'all that got my text, my phone number, y'all know y'all can text me, I'll respond. I don't have a problem with that at all. But if it is something that needs more guidance, I will go ahead and tell you guys to book a call so that we can dive in and like be all in on what y'all need to get done. Okay. Is it recommended to have liability insurance? I think that would depend on your state as to what you want to do. Personally, I'm bonded, I'm licensed, and I'm insured only because I'm scary. According to my husband, I'm scary. We have class tomorrow at 7 p.m. for the mentorship group. So at 7 p.m. tomorrow, we have a mentorship class. I am trying to change the layout to where the events can actually show up in the actual course itself so that you guys will be able to get the alert. But I have switched over platforms. So you guys should be getting a text message as well for you guys to come into the room. That should go live. If not this week, then next week. But next meetup is Tuesday. Let me see. I am in Atlanta for Invest Fest from the 22nd to the 26th. So we are having a meeting tomorrow and we're going to be going over some business questions in the mentorship group. And I'm probably going to highlight some process with bankruptcy if anyone has time, if we have time to go over that. And then we have a workroom on Saturday. And that is it. That is all. Y'all not going to see me again until... Oh, wait, we have someone coming to teach on the 20th. So the 20th will have something. Oh, I'll drop the link again for the mentorship group. Give me 1 second.
What time is the workshop on Saturday?
So Saturday, I normally open the room at 11 and I stay in the room until I'm done working. And I got a bunch of files this weekend, so I'll be working.
Okay.
Is that my mama in the back talking?
Girl, yes.
Tell my mama I say, hey, girl, hey.
Raquel said, hey, girl, hey. Hey, honey.
Hey, mom.
Girl, she got me in the dang on grocery store and I wanted to go home. So she the one who got me going all over Egypt today.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's about time because you ran her ragged. Y'all got any more questions for me? Rachel, you got some really great questions. I'm super duper excited that you came in today. I think I lost Miss Tamara. She had some really great questions as well. You guys are dope. I really love when you guys engage. Mr. Mac, as always, whenever you pull up to the club, you be having them good questions now. You be having them good questions. Anything?
What can I say? Just don't forget that link.
I know. Wait, and your son is so cute, by the way. I think that's your son. I don't know who they, but that little chocolate man over there, that was just a yummy little fella.
Yeah, them a little bad boy.
Don't you speak that over my friend life. He is wonderful.
I'm not. You're
okay?
right. He is wonderful.
He is wonderful.
Yeah.
And getting all A's in class. You see how y'all be doing, my little friends? Look, y'all be.
Oh yeah, most definitely. He is. He's very intelligent, hands down.
I love it. I love this family. Okay. I do need chicken nuggets, especially that can go back home to their parent. Look, my niece said, I don't need no more chicken nuggets. Mind you, she live here. So you leaving? Because if you leave, I have room for 2 more chicken nuggets. She ain't going nowhere, y'all. I just came from insurance and we all the time accident. Yes, no, by day I am an injury adjuster. So trust me when I say I totally understand. I'm scary. Okay, I don't want you to sue me for nothing. I ain't got it. In the words of Tasha K, I ain't got it. T-shirt, I ain't got it. Okay? So I definitely understand. I love it. I'm solutions based. I might be the problem, but I'm also the solution. Any other questions before I let you? You better steal it, use it. Go ahead and put it on a t-shirt, friend. Go ahead. Is the membership the only way to learn about credit repair without having a business? I'm getting my notary license. So it depends. You can pick there are different groups that you can go into to find out about credit repair. I did drop before the CCA site. I can drop it again in the chat if you want to go through like learning about credit repair. That is the platform that I personally use to get certified in credit repair, and I actually applied to be a coach there. I was working with a person who was actually training in that platform. So if you're wanting to learn credit repair on your own, there is licensing that you can get through CCA. You can get the manual. But if you're wanting the support of like, hey, being able to go into a group, bring a file, things of that nature, my platform is $37 a month. You get to come in, you get to watch the replay of some Zooms. I have like 6 classes I have to load in there. So please, for all of y'all that come live to my classes, okay, loyalty, tell them about it. When y'all come live to my classes, we do not leave until you are edified.
True.
Last time we were here till 11 o'clock at night. Okay, 12 o'clock.
But we learn so much and you consistent. Like I come and I listen. I've heard you say the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, but I learn something new every time because I'll be focused on one thing. Mom talking about some her too. I'll be focused.
I'll be learning
on certain stuff. And then I'll forget, and then you'll refresh and you go over it and you say the same thing.
Absolutely.
So
I just want you guys to
understand.
like, if something changes, I want to give it to you. But I want to say one time we were on to like midnight and my niece was like, I'm done. At 11:15, I clocked out. But my goal is to get, like, you guys are there. You are paying money to get value. And I want to make sure that you get that. And if you're not live, and this is why I like the group setting, because sometimes it's a question. Like I've been in the class where loyalty tax asked the question, and then Katrina is like, oh my gosh, I was thinking about that too, or I didn't even know that that's where I needed to go. And thanks for asking that question. So in the group, you get a lot of other people's, viewpoint and questions and especially since everyone's in there in a different space, it makes it a lot easier. Right. So if you guys want to have that opportunity, it's there. I created it for the people with Dispute Panda because I wanted everyone to have the ability to have the platform to be able to do what they need to do. Right. But other than that, if y'all have no more questions, concerns, or comments, darling, I want to say thank you for pulling up to Club Panda. I appreciate all you do. If you guys have any questions, concerns, or comments, my email address is in the link in the chat box. Y'all can follow me on social, inbox me, I respond. As long as my husband don't steal my phone. I respond same day. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for coming. Y'all have a good night. Bye. Let me stop recording.